All right, what's up, guys? You're welcome back once again to another wonderful episode with Crypto Delver. All right, so in today's video, we are going to quickly look at a very nice and important task on Bitget Wallet. All right, so today we are going to talk about the KiloEx task on Bitget Wallet. All right, so I've actually made a lot of videos on Bitget Wallet tasks, so endeavor you check the channel very well for the ones who have not done, and then you get to them. All right, so we are looking at the KiloEx, and the task we are looking at is just nothing but this one here. So this one you're looking at here, KiloEx. So how do you navigate? First of all, before you start, you need to make sure you have a Bitget wallet, and then when you get your Bitget wallet, create an account, or you can import an existing account. All right, so having done that, all you just have to do is when you come to this place, make sure you come all the way to home. When you come to home, come to discover. You can see this place now that's written discover. So when you go to discover, that's where you're going to see the list of the tasks. So when you come to discover, go all the way to reward. So when you go to rewards, then you have access to all the tasks. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the KiloEx task, which is a very simple task, and it's going to be quite rewarding for those who participate. So what we just need to understand about this task is you just need to open the task and then follow the simple steps. So now that I've opened the task, let's now see what and what we are required to do in order for us to qualify for the reward. Okay, so when the task opens up, you're going to see that we have a couple of tasks to do. So the very first one you need to understand here now is we need to hold some tokens. Now before we go to that one, please let's read the instructions here. Okay, so check out the instructions and see if there's any special thing you actually need to do. Okay, so you can see the instruction here. Just read the instruction yourself. Everything is here, so I won't be reading it here for you. Okay, so let's shrink it back again. Now let's start. There are 4 things we need to do here basically. Number 1, it says hold 10 BGB. Number 2, it says trade more than $10 worth of any token. Number 3, social task, just follow KiloEx on X. Then number 4 is bind your Bitget exchange account. So this number 4 requires your exchange account, so make sure you have your Bitget exchange. If you don't have Bitget exchange, go to the Play Store, download Bitget exchange. All right, then make sure your account is verified. Okay, all right, so now let's quickly take them one after the other. So the very first one that says hold, so this one says just hold 10 BGB. So you can actually buy BGB from Bitget exchange for any exchange of your choice. Okay, so now when you have it, now you just need to deposit it. So just make sure you click on start interaction. Very important, please. When you click on start interaction, nothing much will actually happen. Of course, I know that it will just show you how to copy your address, but it's very important you click on start interaction so that it will be counted that you actually went through the route. Okay, now after, what you just need to do now is let's perform this first task by going back. Let's go back again, come to wallets. Let's come to our wallet. So now when you come to this place, please, there are basically 2 networks where we can interact with. So but the one we are interacting with today with the BGB is the Morph network. So all you just have to do is come to this place, Omenet, change it to Morph. Okay, so just change it to Morph network. So when you type Morph, you're going to see this one that says Morph. Select it and switch to Morph. Okay, so I've already deposited some BGB. I got some BGB deposited already, so I actually don't need to do any other thing again. So my BGB is active on my wallet. So that's all you just have to do for that task. So now that I have BGB, remember it says minimum of 10, and I have 10 here. As you can see here, I have 10.2, so that's okay. So now let's go back to the task and see what the next task is all about. These are very simple tasks, very quick and very straightforward. So when you go back again to the task, we're going to discover that we also have one other thing, which is the next. It says trade $10 worth of any token. Okay, trade $10 worth of any token. Now it says any token. This is very important. So it didn't specify the network. It didn't actually specify what pair you are going to use. So whatever you do is permitted. So all you just have to do is click on start interaction. When you click on start interaction, it's going to take you to where you're going to swap. Okay, so it take you to where you're going to be swapping. So now what we need to understand is that we actually need a token to swap. So for this purpose of the swapping, I have made use of my come to wallet. I've made use of my some BNB, so I shall be swapping some BNB. So I'll just go to change it to BNB because I'm swapping BNB from BNB. Please don't tamper with this 10 BGB. If you tamper with it, you'll be disqualified. I will show you something so that you know the reason why you should not tamper with it. All right. So because I'm swapping on BNB, so I'm just going to search for BNB here. All right. So I have some BNB here already. So all I just need to do is just perform some swaps on this BNB. You can swap any token, remember, but I'm swapping BNB. So I'll just have to click on BNB. Then when I click on the BNB, I'll just click on trade. It will still take me back to that swapping platform. So here now, I just want to swap my BNB to USDT. Okay, so I'll just type how many BNB do I want to type. I just want to swap 0. Let me just say 0.0. Let me say 0.05. Okay, or rather let me make it 0.08. I believe that will be okay. So it's cool, 0.08 BNB. So now that I have my 0.08 BNB, please pay attention. You can swap any token more than $10. Remember, I can decide to reduce it to 0. whatever, but make sure it's above $10. So I just want to intentionally use 0.08. Now pay attention to something. You have to, for you to know whether it's up to $10 or not, look beneath the 0.0 whatever you're swapping. There's a dollar equivalence there. So that will tell you how much you're actually swapping. So that's by the way. Okay, so all I just need to do is after setting it, please make sure you set your slippage. Please, very important. Set your slippage so that you don't cost unnecessary fee. So I'm actually setting my slippage to something like 0.2. Okay, so my slippage is set to 0.2. Then after that, I'll just have to click on confirm. Remember, it says perform any swap. Okay, it says my slippage is too low. Okay, but I'll still have to continue. Let me just see how it goes. Hopefully it's going to be successful. Okay, so it is actually successful. And how do you know if it's successful or not? Go back to your wallet and check if your BNB has been converted to USDT. So you can see that it has now been converted to USDT. I now have USDT. So I have performed the swap. So I'm going to swap it back to BNB because I want to leave it in BNB. So I just have to swap it back to BNB so I can now transfer it to any wallet I want to transfer to. To be easier for me. So I'll just have to go back again, click on that USDT, click on trade, and then you see now the USDT is now at the top. So I want to remove everything. So I'll just click on maximum. So once I click on max, which is here, this is max. Once you click on that max, it's going to enter all the values. As usual, I want to adjust my slippage again to 0.2 so that it will reduce the fee. Okay, so this is actually it. Now just have to confirm the transaction as usual as we did before. And once the transaction is confirmed, voila, we are good to go. So this one said transaction failed. And how do I know that transaction failed? When you go back, you discover that the USDT has not been swapped. Okay, so or rather you can just refresh it like this, and then when you refresh it, check at the top here to see if the balance is still there. So once the balance is still there, it shows you that it has not actually swapped. So I'll have to click on max again and then perform the same swap over again. Okay, so let me go again and enter the value 0.2. So when you do that, if it doesn't work, you do that, just do that again until it works. It must work. Okay, so I don't want to increase the slippage just to minimize the fee. All right. Okay, it says successful. And how do I know? First of all, you discover that the balance is no longer showing. It's now showing 0. That's how I knew that it was successful. It's now showing 0 at the top. And also, when you go back to the balance in your wallet, you're going to discover that the balance in your wallet is no longer on USDT. It's now on BNB. So that is that for that task. Now let's go back and do the next task. So look for the KiloEx task again. So now after swapping, you discover that is that for the task that requires you to trade. Okay, now let's look at the next one. This one says follow them on X. So you just have to click on it and then follow them on Twitter. Just click on it here, the arrow, it will expand. Then you click on start interaction again. So when you click on start interaction, it's going to take you to Twitter. So I'm already following, so I just have to go back. I don't need to do that again. So alright, but make sure please, even if you're already following, make sure you click on start interaction. It's very important. Now the very last one says bind your Bitget exchange. Please, if you don't have a Bitget exchange, this is a point where you pause, go to Play Store, download Bitget exchange, create an account, and then verify your account before you now come to this point. Okay guys, so before we proceed with the bind your exchange Bitget exchange account task, just quickly make sure that you get the right exchange. Make sure you get it and verify. Now let me quickly show you, for those of you who don't know how to do that. So go to your Play Store or Apple Store and search for Bitget exchange app or Bitget exchange. Now you're going to see this. So this is one we are getting. So the one that says Bitget buy and sell crypto, that is the exchange, while there's another one here that says Bitget Wallet too. So this one now is the wallet, so just know the difference. All right, so let's quickly go back to the task. Sorry, before we go back to the task, please make sure that it's verified. Just come to this place and make sure that yours shows verified. Okay, so this is it. So if it's not verified, please make sure you just proceed with the verification. That's good. Okay, now let's get back to the task. Okay, so what we're going to do here is a very simple process. So just click on start interaction. Once you click on start interaction, it's going to bring you to this point. So what you're going to do here now is come all the way to this place that says check binding status. You can see here, check binding status. So just click on it. All right, so once you just click on it, it's going to ask you to sign. Now after you have signed, it's now going to proceed and open. Okay, it's going to show you bind. Okay, so just click on bind. So once you click on bind, it's going to ask you whether you have a Bitget Wallet exchange or not. If you say no, then you have to go and get one and create accounts. If you already have, just go straight to binding the Bitget exchange app. So just click on this binding Bitget exchange app. It's going to ask you to sign, then just confirm, and then again you're going to sign. So the moment you sign, it will automatically redirect you to your Bitget exchange. So it's going to ask you to bind. So you are binding your wallet to your exchange. So this is where you're going to receive your reward. So make sure you do this very well. So after that, you're going to ask you to confirm again, and then after some time, this binding will now change to bound. So you can see successfully bound your Bitget exchange. So got it. Okay, so this is actually how to bind. So after everything, I think that is all. Complete verification to unlock more rewards. So let's see what this is all about. Let's just go to verify now. Let me see what it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, just for me to check whether it's verified. So mine is verified, so there's no point again. So you just have to open it and go back. So once you are done, you're going to see that this is going to be showing bound instead of bind. Okay, when it shows bound, it shows that you have actually bound it. You can still click on it and see the details. So you can see your account. Just make sure that this is your account and everything. So that's all for binding your Bitget exchange. So after this, you can now go back, and then the final thing we have to do here before we go is come to this place. Very important. Come to this place and click on verification. You must verify. So once you click on verification, it's going to say all participants will be undergo verification once the promotion ends. So this is normal. So just make sure that you follow the steps very carefully. Now before you go, few recap. Number one is make sure that this hold your BGB. It says hold till the end. If you remove it, it will disqualify you. That's number one. Number two, make sure that when you are swapping, you swap more than $10 worth of any token. So I actually swapped way more than that. So that's that, because there's a caveat here. Is that really a caveat? There's something they said here. They said the more you trade, the more your reward. So that's just by the way. So that's why I just had to trade a bit more than $10. So I think that is all for this task. So before you go, I just want to once again remind you guys that I've actually made a lot of videos on Bitget exchange. So just check out the screen now. You're going to have access to all the tasks, one collection of all the Bitget Wallet airdrops. So thank you very much for watching, and I bet you sooner or later you're going to enjoy the reward of all this your participation. Thank you very much.